Now room for Eckler. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft, they feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for KC.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards left on 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
In the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
And all the way down to the 35. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU, wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Yellow. Shoot, shoot. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Still shedding tackles.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
For as much as we extol his route running and him as a pass catcher, he might be better with the ball in his hands. He did not want to go down there until he found the end zone. And while he didn't quite get there, he and his guys are set up near the goal line now. 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Joe Fortson.
His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd down. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Check 99. Check 99. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert on 1st down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Switch. Motion.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
We got three. We got three. Three down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey.
On first down, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. And this one is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Herbert throwing again. He's got Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm coming after you. 26, Mike. 26.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
26, Mike. No chance. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Chile.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. On Herbert, his third interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs,
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.